Today we're gonna make a cocktail that contains Fireball. Everybody likes a Fireball.
Especially Pitbull. It's gonna be great.
Yep. Butterscotch and a chaser. We're not talking about the cops.
No.
Stay tuned. Welcome to Sunday Night Shooters. I'm your host, Derrick Schommer. Ian.
Fireball, butterscotch, orange juice.
In it, mouth. Alright, so this drink, producer is Eric Scott. He's right up there. Eric produced it, submitted it by Robert and Kayla. Is that Kayla? Yeah.
So an ounce Fireball,
Yep.
half-ounce butterscotch liquor,
Okay.
and an ounce and a half orange juice chaser.
Chaser. Oh, so I gotta measure out an ounce and a half. How many teaspoons is it in an ounce and a half? Tablespoons, sorry.
There's gonna be 3.
3, yep.
That's what I thought. 3 tablespoons. That's your shooter. Freshly pressed before the show by Ian and myself. Mainly Ian, a little bit by myself.
You still got some on your face, I think.
I could believe that. We then ate half of it because that's what men do.
And you get attacked by oranges.
Oh, there was that. Meniscus.
Meniscus.
You can get these awesome beaker measuring glasses at awesomedrinks.com. They have, it's kind of strange, but it ends up working out. There's 3, it goes up to 3 ounces, but it goes 1, 2, 3. Then on the side it has ml, so those people in Europe that know how to speak European can do a milliliter.
You know the language.
It is. And then there's 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 4, and 5. Turns out,
A tablespoon is a half an ounce.
so you have your half ounce, you have your 3 ounces for whatever we said. What was that
Bring
number?
this over to Jen.
Not 3 ounces, 3 tablespoons. What was it? 3
Let
tablespoons.
me bring it over to Jen.
Okay.
3 tablespoons is an ounce and a half.
Camera in a while.
That's what you felt like you should.
Fourth wall, bitches. So
Broken.
you want to take you gonna take photos, Jennifer, while you're holding all those?
Really?
Nope.
Shoot it and then come take the pictures.
Ian shouldn't have given it to us.
So you can watch your face and see
Oh
if it's
shit! My bad. I think it'll look better like this.
Oh. Right.
She got a strange face going on. You just shot before we're ready.
I just got an aftertaste of something really cool.
good. All right.
It's called butterscotch, my friend. This is what happens when somebody drinks it all.
All right. While she takes those pictures,
So
what do we want to talk about? We want to talk about awesome drinks. We want to talk about Warren coming over next week. We want to
let's talk about Warren, because it's a Sunday and he'll be here. Let's see, it would be on that Monday, or Tuesday that would fall. So in the next couple days for you, live stream, it's a week from now. Warren will be here. Warren Bobrow. We've used some of his recipes in the past with curd. He gave a shout out to Warren one day, and that was kind of my introduction to Warren. And then we found out he's got a little bit of a popularity in the cocktail industry. He's made some recipe books, which we have, and everybody seems to know him. I think it would be cool to get to know him. I'm hoping that when he gets here, he could show us cool stuff that we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, even if my idea is if I take a class and I know most of what's going on in the class, but 10% of it is new to me, it's good enough.
Then you learn something.
You learn something. And I think Warren has that type of knowledge where he's been the chef, he's got a wiki page, for Christ's sake, right? So I think we'll be able to learn something, and I'm going to see if I can squeeze out some extra knowledge while he's here. Like, show us some stuff about bitters, or see what I can get him to.
If you want to look up on him, Google the Cocktail Whisperer. He's got his own blog,
cocktailwhisperer.com, yeah.
and you can see what's going on with him.
And he will be here, so you can take advantage of his knowledge. If you have questions for him, write him someplace, and I can ask him when he gets here.
Send him to dschomer at everydaydrinkers.com.
That's probably a good idea.
Or Ian at everydaydrinkers.com.
And when we have them,
We'll have them.
we can shoot them off to him when he's there.
Won't be last minute.
Right. Everything
right.
else is last minute.
Shoot.
Solange.
So we chase that means that goes second.
Yes. Which means get it ready in your offhand.
Put the bars right here. How far is that to go?
Rookies. 1, 2, 3, go. It's the butterscotch and orange juice.
It makes maple syrup.
Yeah.
I got maple syrup.
Because that's the same thing as the Irish breakfast shot, only it's JMO and butterscotch with orange juice chaser.
But there's no cinnamon in that?
No.
It was actually a really good shot before the orange juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine
didn't
without
even
the
need a
sugar.
chaser.
I think the chaser for the magic effect of the maple syrup.
Yeah.
I don't understand why maple syrup and like citrus brings in maple syrup flavor.
With butterscotch? I don't know.
Yeah. but it does.
It does. It always does.
And it has that. So it's a breakfast shooter.
Yeah. It's
You know.
wake and bake. That's when you start the day off with one of these.
This is how you really get
That's
into
when
your
you're at Tails. You can
Right.
start drinking it like 9 in the morning.
This year.
Every
July 20th to the 24th.
Yep.
Tales of
Pleasure.
the Cocktail, we're going to be there. I bought my plane tickets, and I
Yep.
know you guys did too. So
We got plane tickets.
We're going.
Ian's got plane tickets.
we're just waiting for the hotel and the tickets to go on
We
sale.
know
and-
Jennifer
Right.
contacted Shalitha. She's going to have plane tickets, I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe
She said she was going to talk to Dan.
I yelled at Dan. Yeah, he knows.
Like, if
so-
you guys are going to go, you should get them now because we got them
cheap.
super cheap.
Yeah, so we've pulled the trigger. The only thing we're waiting on now is, what was the date?
March
May?
31st.
March?
For the tickets.
March
March
31st.
31st, yeah.
So
Which
March
is probably
31st.
around the time that the Hotel Monteleone's going to open
Yeah.
up for the Tails
Right.
bookings.
So if you've been watching the show and you want to invest somewhere around the $2,000 mark, probably,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well,
with tips, restaurants every night.
oh yeah.
I mean, it depends where
You
you,
can
want to go.
you can
So-
cheap
I mean,
it.
The
You
way
can
I look
make
at
it a
this,
little cheaper.
for right now, for 2 people, it's going to be probably about $750 for the hotel. I spent $550 for airplane tickets with early
Yeah.
bird check-in, so that's $1,300.
right.
You got to spend $150 to get a wristband this year. So you add
Yeah, with the classes, I
300
could
of
see
that.
about
That's
2,000,
1,600.
yeah.
So if this is for 2
You
people
can
now.
spend $400 each.
Two
Yeah,
people.
2 people.
So if you spend $400 for food and drinks over the course of 3 or 4 days, then you're being slightly conservative. I'm not
Yeah,
for my taste, but
No.
that's going to be come out to $2,000 for 2 people.
Right. So it's
And
$1,000.
you-
That's
and-
only about $1,000.
And you're in $1,000 a person. You're in New Orleans.
That's it. You actually could not do that. You couldn't go on an actual vacation for that.
DJ, it varies. There's different classes are different prices.
Right, so the
you can't-
ticketing-
It's not really tickets per
Right.
se.
The
and you know you're
ticketing
gonna
is
have
different.
a good time because there's a lot going on. If you've never been to New Orleans, Bourbon
Yes.
Street's a must for the first time.
Right.
I personally am over it right now. I don't like all the crowds and everything, but there's some great bars on Bourbon
He's
Street
kind
too.
of a recluse.
Yeah, I like the food and everything. I was sick too last time, so maybe.
They gave him a choice to get out of the.
It's something that we just have to do. I mean, we
Yeah.
always walk down Bourbon Street because you
Basically,
do.
$1,000 a person.
But
You're going to be eating a lot of food. You're going to be doing lots of tips. The thing is, when you walk in, you start eating
get-
the food, and then you get into it, and then it gets expensive.
You get enough for the
I
tasting.
mean, you could eat. We tend to eat in the hotel, which
Yeah.
is a little bit more expensive too.
but there's some nice cheap places around too.
Right.
But if
There
you get
are.
enough for the tasting band, then
If
you
you're
can
smart-
pretty much drink for free
Right.
the whole time
The
you're
whole
there,
time
except
you're
for at
there.
night.
Yeah.
And you can get some food to keep you going.
Right. So,
Right.
but if you basically buy $150 worth of tickets, right? And the tasting band is $150, but all you have to do is buy enough classes for $150, which is probably 3 classes. Typically, it's like $50.
Or you get
per
like
class.
2 of the premium classes.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you
some
can
I
get the
think
larger
could be
audience.
like-
Some are a little
the
more
tasting
expensive, like
classes
75
depending.
Yeah,
bucks, 100
75
Yeah,
bucks.
70. If you're doing like a tasting room where they're going to give you a whole, like when you walk in and you have 7 cocktails.
Yeah.
And
That's the
mostly
$75
everything,
class.
even if you don't do a class like that, you're always tasting something
Oh, yeah.
Right.
in the classes.
There.
And some of the more expensive ones are cool because you're going to be able to taste some of the more rare stuff.
Right.
They
Yeah.
sell out really fast.
They do.
Like when they have like the reserve chartreuse or the really
Right.
rare whiskey.
Or anything rum.
Yeah.
The
They
rum
tend to
stuff
sell
sells
fast.
out quick. So on March 31st, they're going to open up for tickets. So what where we've been doing is we get everything done ahead of time. Get your tickets the day they open. We've booked flights, so it's 100% guaranteed.
Yeah, we're
We're
going.
Yeah,
gone.
we're going.
Yeah, they're non-refundable on
Right.
Southwest.
So the classes
Beginning
are,
flights, though.
they're gonna, we're gonna pay for the classes. If you got, once it opens up, it's gonna go quick. So just look at some of the classes.
So get on there. You
and
got to
take
make your
them.
decisions quick and pull the trigger.
Right. And then when you pull the trigger, except for David, since he lives in New Orleans,
Yeah,
You can find
David
us-
could actually go for really cheap.
Oh, we should stay with David.
Yeah. David, we're rooming with you.
there's gonna be 8 of us. Who knows?
Yeah.
6 of us,
Six.
7. We'll get a couple extra people to room with you. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's in the middle of July in New Orleans.
It's hot.
Hot.
It's gonna be hot.
Sticky.
It's gonna be sticky.
Sticky.
It's gonna stink a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know what?
But
At the end of
that-
the day, you're gonna be drunk.
You
so
can
sorry.
expect it.
The
And actually,
trick,
they keep everything so damn cold that for a
is-
little
it is
while
like on the
outside,
inside, yeah.
it feels nice.
Just don't spend too much time.
the
Yeah,
trick
and then it gets
to
hot.
the trick to sales of the cocktails is to be able to make it through the week without being drunk by 10 or noon.
You'll see.
Well, there
plenty
you
of those
go. You
people.
could drive, Anthony. You don't even have to fly if it's
Right.
only a day or 2 drive.
A day
It's
or 2
only
drive.
a day or 2 drive for us too.
It's 3 days. We've
we've
driven it
driven
before.
Oh, you can do
It's
it.
3 days if you sleep every night.
Well, it's 3 days if,
okay.
yeah, you want to sleep.
Because Chris went down to Orlando.
if you switch cars.
He left on a Saturday morning and was back on a Monday.
Holy crap.
Drove down to Orlando and back to pick up a plaster bomb.
That is ridiculous.
So I'm thinking we could do it in 2 days if we
I'm
had to.
thinking
You
it's cheaper
could
to
if we
fly.
had to, but
If we wanted to save, we
you know
already bought
what?
the
I
tickets.
can do it in like 3 hours if I just fly on a plane.
So that's the story. If it's something you're thinking about and you needed some inspiration to get there, we're gonna be there again this year. What it means if you're not going is I'm gonna try and cover some stuff, get some footage. If I can line up some interviews with some distillers or some brands, I'll do that as well. So stay tuned for that. That'll be in July. So you get some time. But March is the date to start.
Right, but
really
we got our
committing.
flights, I think, so cheap because we did it so far in advance.
So you got to start thinking about committing on it today.
And let us know if you're going. We can meet up for a drink.
Yeah, well, definitely. And we're going to meet David, so.
You know where to find us. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, email.
Yeah.
I'm going to close this. We're done. Question of the day. Where are you going on vacation this year, 2016?
Oh.
No, I don't want to go to Toronto, Stanley.
Cancun.
Sorry.
Tails.
NOLA. I'm going to be in New Orleans next month.
No,
as
we're
well.
doing Playa del Carmen.
Oh, you're doing
We're going to be in
Not
Playa del
Cancun.
Carmen. Playa del Carmen.
Is that Dominican?
No, it's in Mexico.
Oh, Mexico.
I will be in New Orleans on Bourbon Street in February.
I don't think I have anything planned this year yet.
That's it. Go to cmc.com. No, go to let's see where-
Patreon.com/CMC to donate. Or everydaydrinkers.com/donate to donate.
Yep.
AwesomeDrinks.com to buy your awesome drinks supplies.
Yep.
And follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/CocktailTV.
If you get yourself an Instagram, go to Instagram.com/everydaydrinkers, and that is Jet Geek right there. JETT Geek.
Yeah.
That's what geek.
That's it.
Geek.
You got it.
We're done. Teach you how to drink.
Real good. Sweet. That rum's good in there.
I know. I'm
We're
telling
good.
you.
Sweetens it up nice. The
That
lime
rum
is good
review's
because
already
it's
have
not
to be
too
This will go out on Monday.
perfect. The lime's not too acidic. I like limes versus lemons a lot of times just because.